I know, guys, you can't believe it. Two videos back to back again from me, the one and only Yu-Gi-Oh! Scrub. But, as always, you can call me Bailey. Yeah, no, I'm trying to record some videos, as I said in the last one, because I know I felt guilty about not making a bunch of videos for you all. It's not something like I want to do, it's just, because I've done it before. Make a bunch of videos and then take a hiatus and just kind of give no real explanation or no good one. Uh, Granted, it's not like I really feel any obligation to. I shouldn't say it like that. Like, I'm not making money or much from this, and so it's hard to be like, all right, I need to use my time. I have other more productive things I need to do, including sometimes work training, but also like gym and just making sure I'm focused on myself. If I do nothing but this all day, well, maybe someday it'll make me money, but it's not a career, and I just, I'm sure you guys can all relate. You have to make sure that you can live and sustain yourself before you just sit here and have fun for as long as you want. Also, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! So is it always fun? Absolutely not. But today we're going to be playing with this Time Seal deck. I've used it before again, as I said in the last video. It can be very hard to create a bunch of decks. Still give me deck suggestions down in the description or in the comment section. Comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. In the description, Discord and TCG Player affiliate link. If you want to buy some cards, don't give SEMO money. Give it to me instead and use my link to buy your favorite GOAT format cards. Like the beautiful blue goat here, best card that has ever existed, even though it's not even a card, it is a token. Though I guess it technically is, a card, because it exists on cardboard. This is the deck, though. Like I've said, we've used it before. Mask of Darkness, trying to, just do stuff with Time Seal, Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, to make it so your opponent's draws either don't matter with Phoenix Wing Wind Blast or Time Seal. Let's go ahead and join the pool, though, because that's what you all came here for. Not my rambles. You came to watch some top-tier dueling, greatest of all time. That's why they call it GOAT format, not because of the beautiful blue goats. It's because it is the greatest of all time. Again, of course, that is 100% true. I would never lie to you all. Opening hand, Compulse, Card Destruction, T-Drag, Delinquent Duo, BLS. He upstart goblins. I shall gain 1,000 life points. And then he sets one back row and one monster. I draw Knight Assailant. Let's go ahead and activate Delinquent Duo. Using the 1,000 that he just gave me from Upstart Goblin. So basically, he gave me 1,000 to discard 2 cards. Alright, I get rid of a heavy. That's pretty good, especially in my trap deck. And Judgment, making me feel like he has another Judgment face down. Now let's discard Thunder Dragon. Apologize, I had a hair in my mouth. Don't even know where it came from. I didn't shave or anything today. Getting 2 Thunder Dragons. Now, I might save the card destruction. That could also be like a Magician of Faith or Dakoichi set. No, I'm just going to fire off the card destruction, although I hate to get rid of a BLS and a Knight Assailant for free. Give him a quick second in case that's a Judgment. I just don't want to discard my hand. Okay, yeah. Discard hand. Slash draw 5. Okay, this is pretty good. I will, I suppose, set the Mask of Darkness, Judgment, and Compulse. And I'll Compulse this in the main, or a standby right away, just so he doesn't have a chance to flip it, because it makes me feel like it's a monster. Okay, Jar of Greeds, that's fine. I may have, I guess, Jar of Greed in response to the card destruction would have been a play. He then Pot of Greeds. I'm just going to go ahead and fire off. I don't want him getting more cards. I'll pay 4,000. Although I don't love Pot of Greed, Soul and Judgmenting Pot of Greed, I know that it is technically, just would you rather give your opponent more cards to deal with it? Though if he lays Nobleman here, I'd just be screwed over, which is why sometimes I like to save the Solemn Judgment. He sets a couple of back row. Stand by. Main. Let us flip summon the Mask of Darkness. Targeting the Solemn Judgment, assuming he lets that go through. Then let us summon Tsukiyomi to set the Mask of Darkness, assuming he lets that go through. And let's see, is it a Magician of Faith? It's a Mirror Force, okay. Glad I didn't summon the Chaos Sorcerer. Then I'll just set the Judgment that he probably can assume, because I just got it back from the graveyard and end. Certainly isn't frustrating, getting rid of my Tsukiyomi. He draws with Jar of Greed, then draws for his normal draw phase. Thunder Dragon, okay, does he have a Chaos Monster? He does have a Light and Dark Engrave now. So BLS could be dropped. Chaos Orc wouldn't do nearly as much because it can't banish face-down monsters. He is a Breaker. I'm going to Judgment the Breaker. Okay, and now it's the Magician of Faith, so it is what I thought. Would I have just let that go through? I may have. When I say let that, meaning the Tsukiyomi attack on Faith. Maybe he just wants to, you know, get rid of the Tsukiyomi loop by destroying it with Mirror Force. You know, that is a pretty frustrating thing to deal with over and over again. Summoned Breaker. I almost missed that too. Yeah, you can't normal summon even if it is like negated. Let's flip summon Mask of Darkness. Getting back a Solemn Judgment. He already has a Light and Dark Engrave. Let's just try to poke for some damage. Torrential Tribute to Grave. To Grave. Okay, that's fine. Main 2. Oh, actually, it would still be main 1. Yeah, let us go ahead and try to banish, go for a Chaos Sorc, and set both of our cards. He's got the card advantage right now, Lights and Darks Engrave, so I assume he's probably got the game here, but what can you do? He sets one, viewing his graveyard, and just, okay, goes to end phase, Time Seal. Let's attack. Probably another Magician of Faith. To Koichi. Okay, that's fine. Can't negate the Koichi in the battle phase. He sets one more and ends. Stand by. Let's just go again. Right to battle. Magician of Faith. Getting Heavy Storm. I'll just have to Solemn Judgment that. Obviously going to use the Judgment that I got back. Alright, let's Time Seal. And poke. Alright, he gets Pot of Greed. And alright, he does not draw. Pot of Greed. Unfortunately, I don't have a Solemn Judgment for that. I'm going to book my Chaos Sorc in response to his Snatch Steal. Any Nobleman of Crossouts. And he's got to have a monster that's 1,000 or more attack right now. Yeah, okay. He's got the game. Unfortunately, the time seal cannot stop that. Let's bring in Kaikus, I suppose, though I didn't see any monsters. I did see a Nobleman across out, so I definitely want to be weary of that and keep the compulses in. Maybe one Chaos Sork and I'll get rid of a duo. I see a Beast Beats in the corner too, joining my duels. My eyes also just look tired. I feel like you can literally see that just like I've been drained. I think I said it in the last video, not this one, but yeah, like waking up at 5 a.m. for work. Granted, I could probably wake up a little bit later, but I have been changing my diet around, mostly, just for health and gym reasons. Not that I was like eating unhealthy, more I was eating not enough food, and so now I'm just trying to get a lot of food in me. Example being like I wake up, my breakfast is 3 eggs, a piece of toast or two, and 4 to 5 slices of bacon, and then on my car ride, like an hour later, I have some protein pancakes and a lot of those. Opening hand here, Phoenix Wing, Windblast, Tsukiyomi, Breaker, Book of Moon, Compulse. You guys also don't care about my actual diet, like what I'm eating. But point being, I'm eating a lot of food, trying to get as much protein in my body as possible. And I can see it paying off. I mean, my lifts at the gym have definitely gone up. If not gone up in weight, more just ease. And I probably, that means I could go up in weight, though I usually work out alone. So working out alone, I know you can always ask someone to like spot you, but I don't love annoying people, and so I haven't tried to max out and see what I can do, but I should do that soon. All right, let's actually play some Yu-Gi-Oh. Phoenix Wing Compulse. What do I want to do here? Probably summon the Breaker. And I suppose just set the Compulse. No, I want to keep the Compulse. Let's set Phoenix Wing. I'm going to target his monster with the Phoenix Wing Windblast. Draw Book of Moon. Hitting Dust Tornado with Breaker. And I suppose I'll set a Book of Moon. Hirageki breaks my Book of Moon. That's fine. Sets another back row in the monster that he drew for turn. I imagine that's probably a Magician of Faith to get back the Nobleman across out. No, it's a Dekoichi, alright. That's fine. I'm just gonna let him deal with the Breaker. I feel like he has to do something before I'll commit some back rows to the field. Card Destruction. Okay, do I want to fire off Card Destruction here? I think I'll set the Compulse, then fire off Card Destruction. Let's then Breaker the Magical Warrior for 1,600 damage if he allows it to go through. setting Magician of Faith, and 2 Solemn Judgments. Compulse to help me deal with the Nobleman of Crossout, potentially. Hitting the Compulse. Okay, that's fine. Compulse was just there for the Nobleman of Crossout, like I said. I was trying to think, can I chain that? But no, I can't. He breakers. I will pay 4,000. Maybe way too premature. Like very big breaker right there. Let's try to poke for damage before I flip up. Okay, that's fine. Let's flip Magician of Faith. Getting Book of Moon to hand. Summon Kaiku. Set Book of Moon. Set Wing Blast. Kaiku here is a great monster to have on field. Now that especially I know his Mirror Force is gone, it's already established, so Torrential really doesn't do much. Okay, and this is incredible. Yeah, I'll normal summon Tsukiyomi, set Magician of Faith, flip Magician of Faith, getting I don't even want to let him cycle through cards. I'll get another Book of Moon, and I'll just keep it in hand. Haven't seen, actually it could be a spy. Okay, it was not a spy. I don't know, why are people saying, like, do you think I have, like, Divine Wrath? Let's banish. And 300 more. Phoenix Wing, Book of Moon, Judgment. I already have a Book of Moon set, so I don't feel like I need to set the other Book of Moon. I can use it for discard fodder for Phoenix Wing. Let us go ahead and activate the Phoenix Wing, targeting his monster. Probably one of those is MST. Let's summon Tsukiyomi. Set. Okay, yeah, there we go. Got game 2. And I think, do I like any of these cards for game 3? I'll bring in the Mirror Force for 1 Time Seal. Time Seal is nice, but it's also good to just kind of, get like a Phoenix Wing loop going over Time Seal. Actually, I'm tempted to actually bring in the Time Seal for the Phoenix Wing, but no, I think Phoenix Wing, because he has a lot of set monsters, and say like hitting a Magician of Faith or Dakoichi with a Phoenix Wing is way more impactful than firing off a Time Seal, because like your opponent can then just, flip Magician of Faith, get back a Pot of Greed, kind of like we saw turn 1, and then keep drawing cards anyways. So if I can just, put it back on top of the deck and make him wait another turn to deal with the flip effect, I think that's better than doing what I'm doing. 19 minutes into the video so far, so it's probably going to be a 1-match video. Just so you guys know, I feel like usually if it's a 15-minute match is when I'm like, all right, let's do another 15 minutes or less. If it's about 20 minutes, that's like, okay, I can cut that off. Because I feel like if I start going longer than that, it ends up being a very long video, which is fine. But I also try, I don't know. I feel like an hour-long video can be harder to watch. I know, me personally, sometimes I'll start a video, come back to it. I have like ADD, and so I'll be like watching and then be like, I want to watch another video. And then later on, YouTube recommends the video that I was halfway through, and I'm like, oh, right, I was watching this thing. Standby. Main. Let's fire off the heavy immediately. Alright, so it was a Sakuretsu armor. Now it's Thunder Dragon. Getting Thunder Dragon. Thunder Dragon. Now let's fire off a Graceful Charity. Time Seal, Phoenix Wing, Tsukiyomi. Okay, that's great. Discarding Serpent and Thunder Dragon. Setting Mask of Darkness, Time Seal, Phoenix Wing, End Phase. Nobleman would suck here. That's the biggest card I'm worried about right now. Please, no Nobleman. Do I think I'm going to do this. I should have done this in standby, but I kind of wanted to keep it on the field. Main 2. Sets another monster. End phase. Judgment, okay. Standby. Let's get Sinister Serpent back to hand. Main 1. Flip Summon Mask of Darkness. Declare. Getting the Phoenix Wing. I'll just put it there so while he thinks. Okay. In that case, let's go ahead and banish both of those. Declare, banishes face down monster, which is a Faith. That is a good hit. And let us set the Judgment. Let's activate Time Seal, just so we can't get another draw. And we'll set the Sinister Serpent. Let's Judgment that. Don't want him getting rid of my BLS. Also wastes his normal summon. So you'd need like a Snatch Steal or something big here. Alright, and this is game. Alright, there you go, guys. GG's. Didn't even get a chance to say GG's. Let's go back to the deck. As always, there you go. It is a fun deck. I like this deck. It's just fun to, you know, try to keep your opponent from drawing any cards. And it's kind of weird. It's like the Jar of Greed, Time Seal interaction where, not really interaction, but the way like Jar of Greed, if you get MST'd, you can then, you know, get the plus. Time Seal is just a little different because instead of getting yourself the plus, you just say negative to your opponent. You say, no, you're going to have to play with what you got already. And it's very fun to just slowly watch your opponent dwindle their resources as they have nothing they can actually use to deal with your cards. Like right there. The only thing you could do was use it looked like Tribe Infecting Virus to deal with my BLS. And the moment I had a Judgment for that and said, all right, you're not going to be drawing any more cards to deal with that BLS. Like maybe that top card was Snatch Steal and he didn't get to see it because of the Time Seal. And especially when, you know, you start looping it with Mask of Darkness, Tsukiyomi, that was a pretty nutty draw for that Game 3 or Game 2, whatever it was. I can't even remember, and I literally just played it. Shows you how much I pay attention when I'm playing this, but that's why they call me the Yu-Gi-Oh! Scrub. But you all can call me Bailey. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to make maybe a couple more videos. I don't know if I'm going to get a whole week's worth recorded today, but I'm going to get some. Thank you, and goodbye.